morning. I'm back on the AT. It is December 21st. It is about 21 degrees and I'm back where I left off at Port Clinton, heading south probably for about 4 miles. The section between Port Clinton and Route 183 is about 15 and a half miles. So thankfully I have discovered that I can split it into 3 or 4 day hikes because it is getting frigid. And hunting season is over, as far as I know. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on the trail. Actually, I think I haven't hiked since Thanksgiving. So yeah, let's go hiking. The hike out of Port Clinton in either direction is really steep, which is good on a day when it's 20 degrees because, whew, now I am warm. My fingers were frozen and now they're warm. And I keep forgetting that I bought a box of hand warmers. And I need to throw them in my day pack because, man, they would be nice. They will be nice in the middle of winter. And I think today is officially the first day of winter. So happy winter. This part of the AT traverses through the state game lands, section 110, I think. So the cool thing is there's a bunch of forest roads that you can access to actually get to the trail. That's why this 15.2 mile section can be split up. And as I hoped and suspected, once I did that huge climb out of Port Clinton, the trail has leveled off. Look at this. It's a double-decker. And off-trail news, December has been a month of technical difficulties and red tape. I'm trying to register the BRT in Pennsylvania, and I cannot do it as an individual. I have to have an agent to do it. And so I started the process at the end of October. And then 3 weeks ago, I think it's been about 3 weeks, I called them and they still hadn't received my title. So I called CarMax and they said, "Oh, we never got a request for a title." And now it was literally the end of November. So turns out I had the wrong fax number. Anyway, the agent refaxed the request and I called CarMax to make sure they got the request, and they did. But as of 2 weeks ago, I guess it was 2 weeks ago that I did it, that I called. I was number 76 in the line. And I have no idea when the title is gonna get here. In the meantime, my Arizona registration is expiring at the end of December. And both states, the registration is expensive. So I'm not paying for 2 different state registrations because that is just silly. So I'm hoping and praying the title gets to Pennsylvania before the end of December. And if it doesn't, I will just have to beg for mercy if I get pulled over. Which thankfully doesn't happen that often. But I'm just praying to be invisible until I have the proper paperwork. I have literally done everything that I know to do to get the proper paperwork. And now I'm just trusting God that it's gonna come through in time. And let Him handle it. There have also been a couple of family things that have sucked the life out of me. Thankfully, those issues, although they are not resolved, they are settled back down in the dust. But there have been happy things too. My older son is engaged now to the woman that he has been living with for a year, which is extremely exciting for them. She's a lovely person. I'm very, very hapful. I'm very, very happy for them. And even though I haven't been on the trail, I have been walking regularly. I've been day hiking on the Delaware and Lehigh Canal Trail. Haven't made any videos of that because it's an old canal trail. It's really cool. There are lots of historic sites along the trail. It's 165 miles long, and I have walked, I think now, close to 25 miles of its length. It's a nice alternative and more user-friendly. My friend Jacqueline, who you met on one of my AT videos, she likes that sort of trail, so we can do that together. Although, if you're a praying person, please keep her in your prayers. She has not been well, and it's been a struggle for her. Yeah. What else can I catch you up on? I caught the little lemon taking a bath this morning, which just made my day. And his flight feathers are finally coming in, which is also very, very exciting. He is a little joyful light in my winter. Auburn Lookout. I've made it to my turnaround point, which is a lovely tent site. It's really a shame that I didn't have a shuttle, because if I could have parked my car at the other end, this section, I believe, would be totally doable in one day. It's 15.2 miles in length, and the terrain after the initial climb out of Port Clinton has been really nice. I'm gonna get out some snacks and head back, and I'm not even gonna need to follow the trail completely on the way back, because the forest road runs parallel to the trail for a couple of miles, and so I'm going to be able to walk a smooth road instead of traversing over the rocks again. And the rocks weren't bad because it's level and they were stable. So yeah, I have walked, according to the Far Out guide, 4.3 miles. So hopefully I can get this little section done in 2 more hikes. That is my emergency bathroom kit. It's a wag bag, and I bought them from REI. I got a whole box of them because I am not good at digging a cat hole. I don't enjoy. Does anybody enjoy digging a cat hole? And when it's an emergency, there's no time to dig a cat hole. So, yeah, the only embarrassment I potentially could have suffered is if somebody had seen me going to the bathroom, but when you're out on these trails, it just doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter to me. It's better than pooping in your pants. Back at the truck. According to my Relive app, I walked 9 miles, and 4.3 miles was the Appalachian Trail going southbound from Port Clinton. You guys, remember how I said in a previous video not to be disrespectful to towns and people? Somebody, I don't know who, trail maintainers, maybe they're from here, maybe they're from somewhere else, somebody took a leaf blower to that really, really steep section that climbs out of Port Clinton above the railroad tracks. And I am so thankful, because the leaves are so slippery and it was so steep that it would have been really, really hard to come back down, to go up or come back down. So yeah, that was a fun hike. I'm glad I'm back on the trail. It's currently 37 degrees. And now I'm gonna go home. Gotta work tomorrow, so I've walked 18 miles in the last 2 days. 9 miles on the trail and another 9 miles on the DNL trail. Hey, if you're interested in seeing the DNL trail, leave a comment and I'll make a video. Otherwise, I don't know. It's a flat trail. It's good for riding bikes, running, so on and so forth. But if you want to see it, I'll make a video. Right, okay. I am headed home. See you next time.